Movie and Television Stories by James Blackburn. 2004, Ironwood. Good howdy, folks. Welcome back to another James Blackburn experience. For those of you who do not know, I make a living as an actor and filmmaker, mostly in New Mexico and the southwestern United States, but I have traveled much further over the years. This series will be for me to share the stories of my adventures in the movie and television industry. This episode will tell the tale of my part on the movie called Ironwood, released in 2005, however it was mostly filmed the year before. On my previous episode, I told you about the first movie job I ever did, on a movie called The Negotiator, back in 1997. And it was such an intense experience, 12 hours overnight downtown Chicago in October when it was cold and rainy, that I didn't do another movie for 7 years. The movie I did after this is the one we're reviewing right now. Let's go back in time to the autumn of 2004 and start this classic movie story. I have always loved movies and television since I can remember. They've always been a great escape for me. In the autumn of 2004, I saw an advertisement in a local newspaper looking for people to play parts in an upcoming movie. And I thought, it's been 7 years since I tried this. Maybe I'll give it another try and see what happens. So I answered the ad. They had me come out and audition for the part of the Jesus Freak. That was the name of the character, Jesus Freak. I thought, I could probably play that. So I went to the audition and everything seemed to go pretty well. And then I didn't hear anything back for about a month. And I thought, I'm probably not going to get any part on that movie, and that's okay. I'll just keep going about my life. And then they called me and booked me to work on the film Ironwood. However, I wasn't going to play the part that I auditioned for. They had a different part in mind. They wanted me to play the hotel desk clerk, and I'd have 2 small scenes in the film. I was very happy to do that, and I said yes right away. I believe my call time was sometime in the early afternoon around 2 p.m. I went to the hotel where they were filming, which was at I went to set thinking this was going to be another 12-hour shoot, just like the first movie that I did. So I had that in my head that I'm going to be here for a full day and then some. And then we go to set and they invite me into their hotel room. They have a big buffet of food laid out, and I was very happy to see that. And they said, hey, get some food if you want, and we'll start filming here shortly. We were in the hotel literally for a few minutes, and then we went down to the lobby, and we were rolling cameras a few more minutes after that. And I'm not kidding, folks, my call time was about 2 p.m., I believe, and I was wrapped by about 4 p.m. I shot both of my scenes, they got it all done really fast, and I was done in 2 hours. I thought, wait a minute, this is weird. Isn't there like 10 more hours of work to do? Both my scenes were shot and done, and that was it. I was a little bit surprised because I was expecting a full 12 hours. But I was so excited and happy to be there that I said to the director, hey, can I stick around and help out on the crew side of it? And they're like, yeah, you can stick around, be a production assistant if you want. So I became a production assistant for the rest of the evening and had a really good time helping them out. I even got to operate camera in one scene. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of the other moments when I got to help them out as a production assistant after my scenes were wrapped. And these are some of the scenes right here where they're chasing the guy through the hotel, and they come into the pool here, and they mistake the guy at the pool as being the guy they're chasing. Now, that's where I got to do some camera work. Right here, you'll see a security camera. This is the camera they gave me to film. And I just captured a couple moments, couple shots, and they got one take on that before he went in the water, and that was it. And then after they wrapped that scene, we went outside to shoot the scene here with the fancy car and the bag full of money that you'll see here in a minute. So anyway, here's the last scene that I was involved in. I didn't do any camera work here, but I think I might have helped set up some lights and just various kind of crew stuff here. And then it was over. And it was fun. I loved being on set again. Even though this was a smaller independent film, it didn't really register to me that it was a stepping stone for me to the next level. I couldn't be where I am today if I hadn't done my small part on this movie. Here's the first scene we filmed that day. So this is the hotel lobby scene that we shot the first thing in the day when I got there. didn't know what to expect. I hadn't seen the entire script. I only saw the part that I was doing. And then they had us ad-lib a lot of dialogue here that wasn't in the script. And I wasn't very familiar with ad-lib at the time, but here it is.
Oh my God, if it isn't Leslie Tandem.
Oh man, that's not my name anymore.
What is it now?
Hey, what's your name? Nova, right?
Yeah, I'm flattered that you remember me.
Damn. Yeah, Tan. Call me Tan.
All right, Tan. Well, how the heck are you? Long time no see.
Yeah, good, man. Listen. Step in. Step in. I need a room. Quick.
Let me see what I can do. You know something? I can never figure out this computer, but I tell you what. I'll hook you up with a room here. Just keep it on the lowdown.
See what my name gets? Power and respect. All right, man. It's good to see you, Nova.
Good seeing you too again, Tan. And hey, Tan, if you and your ladies need anything else later, just give me a call. I'll be down here all night.
In case you're wondering how old I was when we did this movie, I had just turned 34, I believe. So that was a fun scene to be a part of. Absolutely loved it. I'm so glad I got to do that. And now we're going to move on to the next scene that I did in the movie. If memory serves me correct, I believe we had a little break between the first scene and this one, because now you can see it's kind of dark outside, whereas the last scene it was daylight.
We have a report of illegal activity in room 468.
Now this actor that just spoke to me, the police officer there, that is an actor named Bruce Holbrook. And we did this scene together, and then a few years later we bumped into each other on another movie, and I think we've worked together several times since then.
Do you have a warrant?
We have reason to believe that there's a felony being committed on these premises and innocent people are involved. We don't need a warrant.
So that was the end of that scene, what it leads into with the police showing up at the room, and then arresting everyone. I know my time on this movie means nothing in the big picture, but it was a great experience. It was another stepping stone for me to learn and realize that I honestly did want to work in movies and television, and that it was a good fit for me. So I just kept going forward, and a few months after this, I got a part on Into the West episode 4, and that'll be the next episode, so tune back for that. So after the movie wrapped that day and I went home, I didn't hear anything from them again for months and months. Matter of fact, I didn't think the movie was ever going to come out. And then, about a year later, I was hired to be on the movie Beer Fest as the captain of the Irish drinking team. And I bumped into the writer, Doug Peterson, on that movie. He was on the Australian drinking team, and he brought me a copy of the DVD. But that's a story for another day. Thanks for watching. As usual, love, hate, take care of each other,